Hey there, it's Charlene, and welcome to Ask the HR Girl, where once a week we demystify your HR-related challenges. So let's get to this week's question. Okay, this is a long one. I do the HR for a medium-sized business, and we have made some changes to employees' compensation exemption status because of the FLSA. I've been hearing discussions and conversations of people taking work home and working off the clock. Concerned about not getting all the work done. I know I have to deal with that issue, good, but I was wondering about some best practices related to the employee classification transition. Well, first up, glad you realize working off the clock thing, that thing for non-exempt employees has to be resolved immediately. It can be extremely costly to the organization if it's not dealt with. So there are a few things that come to mind. First one, communication plan follow-up. Hopefully, the transition that you just did with your employees in changing their exemption status included a communication plan around tracking and recording work hours, what constitutes work hours, and discussions around transitioning from exempt to non-exempt, as well as all that it means for both the employee and their manager in their everyday work life. The next thing is sort of chill out and develop some patience a little. Remember, an exempt employee, them and their managers, they're used to getting the work done in as many hours as it takes without a lot of consideration to overtime, labor costs, and in some instances, efficiency. Employees that were salaried are experiencing a shift in culture for themselves and their managers that will require a change in mindset. And the last thing you actually said. So remember, this is a transition. However, there still needs to be policies, tools, practices, and mechanisms communicated and put into place that shifts behaviors, hopefully eventually changing the mindset. As an example, weekly timesheets review sessions for the employee and their manager. The employee acknowledges and agrees to the hours worked, reducing the likelihood of off-the-clock time, and the manager will get a better handle on the workload distribution, time, and staffing levels. Now, I hope that answers your question. Thank you so much for submitting it. And thanks everybody for tuning in and sharing a little bit of your time with me. I know how precious it is. And if you have an HR-related challenge, go to thehrgirl.com, click on Ask the HR Girl, and submit your question. It might be our next video. Make it a different day, and we'll see you the next time. Bye.